Welcome back again to Dark Souls, all weapons. Yeah, yesterday didn't work out too well, but today will. And as such, it's time to play this amazing run. A little bit late already of a start, but it is what it is. It's gonna be the longbow. And I think if I've said my opinions on bows before, essentially, they are nice for some bosses, but absolutely horrible for other bosses. So it's gonna be fun and not at the same time. Trust and believe, I would say. Trust and believe. Let me check one thing real quick. Okay, there we go. Do that. So yeah, I already took the liberty of course, upgrading the bow to its maximum. And I have the big arrows. I do have, of course, the lightning arrows, the moonlight arrows, but they suck. I don't know. They just don't deal a good amount of damage. They are supposed to, but they don't usually. But let me put them there just in case. Just in case. Anyways, today, what route should I take? What route should I take? I think I'm gonna go with the Gargs for starters. The thing with the bow, of course, is it's very, very slow. So my biggest worry, of course, for the run is the Four Kings. Not so much Manus, not so much Calamite. A little bit Notorious. Mostly... Oops. Don't do that. Mostly Four Kings, really. That really is actually the only boss I'm worried about, as always. Simply because of the way it is. I'm also using a new controller today, so I'm... So that might be a little bit different. Okay, I need to reload the enemies, otherwise I cannot get past them. I don't know why the ones just came out this fast today. They're not supposed to do that. I think I shot the guy that's here, the magician, while I was on the way. So sorry about that. I was just kind of in the mood for it, you know. Sometimes you have to gun somebody down to feel superior. Even if it's not the right choice. But that's just the way it is, isn't it? Okay, let's get ready. Powerfin, fully healed. Let's go. Gargs ahoy. Oh, of course. I forgot how big their reach is. Damage-wise, not too bad. Just super slow. Oh, I was about to say. Because one big problem with the bows always is when the character starts to turn, he tends to not fire in the direction you want him to do. All things considered, this was already very good. It worked better than expected. Let me put it like that. I will need a second until before I can change the bosses, because my tablet is starting, and that's like this weird thing where sometimes it just takes 10 hours to start. I was a bit worried about the controller I'm using right now, by the way, because when I bought it, or when it arrived a couple of days ago, I plugged it into my machine. And with the wired dongle, it would be super laggy and then disconnect within like 5-10 seconds, something like that. Then I reluctantly, but that's something I needed to do anyways. I set up a Windows virtual machine with USB pass-through, so I can configure some of the devices I have, because the software is only local and whatnot. And often Chinese as well, so I don't want to have it on my actual system. So I did that, but that didn't work either. And then I reluctantly plugged it into my work laptop, the controller. Not installed the software, just the controller. And there it worked. And now that I plugged it back into my main system, it started working here as well. It's just... why? I don't get it. I don't get it. But this is not the first time this has happened, where I had a device, it didn't work, and then I plugged it into a different device, there it worked, and then it started working on all devices. Like, I know some do like a kind of like setup process that they need to do on a first plugin, and maybe that's the case, but I don't know. It's suspicious, if you ask me. How the kids say these days, sus. Sussy Baka controller. I think I'm gonna go with Moonlight Butterfly next, because, you know, while I already have the bow, it shouldn't take too long to fight him. There we go. Finally started. There we go. Don't do that. There. Perfect. Okay, yeah. The thing is, I don't want... this run will already take a long time, so I kind of want to have actually warping as fast as possible. So with that being said, let me actually go just through Sense Fortress next. I want to have access to warping before I go to Quelaag and whatnot. Because this can get quite annoying quite quickly. You there, little bro. You mind coming with me? I need a free hand, because I cannot parry with the bow, of course. That's gonna be fun against Gwyn as well. Sometimes you can get him really easily with the bow, and sometimes you can't. I think there's like a... if you deal a certain amount of damage, kind of the PC knows that. And it makes him dodge. But if you deal just enough damage to not be that much, he doesn't dodge. It's kind of weird. Maybe some of the big ones will find this out at some point. Or will make a videos about it. Come on. There we go. I want to sit down at the bonfire so the other guy doesn't chase me, but this works just as well. This works just as well. Now, I just shouldn't fuck up. That's, of course, very important, but with the bow, it's actually quite easy to... I mean, you know, Sense Fortress itself is quite easy anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Of course, I can still have a malfunction. A technical difficulty. And that would suck. But that's the least of my worries, I guess. Okay, nice little pattern. Nice, 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 nice. I like that. You know, when you can just run through when he hits the axis. Of course, I haven't played this game in 2 weeks now, so I will suck a lot. Suddenly there will be a boss and I will just die 50 times in a row. I already know it. Trust me. I also saw that Twitch now has vertical streaming. I haven't set it up yet, but I might try it out. I gave up on YouTube for the most part, because I was very unhappy with certain parts about the vertical streaming experience there. Of course in parallel, right? Not just exclusively. I might say that on my 2-year anniversary, but it was an experiment and it didn't work out. out of the way. Yeah. Oh. Why did he do that? Oh no, that was not good. That was not good at all. Shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I think I hit the wrong inputs or something and didn't want to go left or right. And that's so much time as well. I had no excuse there, but I was a bit too focused on something else. You know, I don't want to necessarily insult some people, but something that will happen inadvertently if I talk about vertical streaming. Oh, don't do that. Now the only thing I need to do is not die, because there were like 600k souls there. And last time I already lost like a couple 100,000, even if, I think I lost like a mil or two. Okay. Very simple, nice. Made it without too much fuss. I'm a big fan of that. Oh, I'm not a big fan of that though. You know, Samsung tablets. I don't know why they're doing it, but they always like kick you out of every app when they have an update. It's like, I don't want to update. This shit is working perfectly fine without you intervening. I don't need an update right now. You know, I hate being forced to update, right? Even just reminded that I have to update with intrusiveness like that. That's why I don't use Windows. That's why I don't plug my TV into the internet. I don't want to be bothered by fucking updates. Like messages that pop up on the whole screen and get in my way the entire time. You know, I don't know why we have regressed so much when it comes to the UX, right? The user experience. There's UI and UX, two different things at the same time, but they're the same to some degree. Like my TV, as an example, when I connect my Bluetooth headphones. Wait a second. When I connect my Bluetooth headphones, I have to like open the settings, or the quick settings, and then I have to switch to the thing, press devices, and from there, I then have to press right once. Because apparently when you don't press right, you just press confirm, it kicks you into a different menu. It's absolutely absurd why it would be that way. Come on, out of the way. And this time, let's not fall down. It's just very badly designed. The last thing I would want to do is update it. Because I heard horror stories from some people that after they update their TVs, they just turn to mush. They just become ass. You know. God, how loud is the game? For a second I thought that was my cat, but I think it's the squeaking of the axis. There's I never even noticed that was a thing. Maybe I should actually turn down the volume though. I noticed one thing though. There it is. Like I'm wearing the heart rate monitor, but I'm I haven't activated it yet, since I need to start the app. It's a good app, but like it works, it does its job. But it has like this weird quirk where it doesn't want to turn off most times. I have to kind of like stop it 3 or 4 times in a row until it finally catches. I'll let you live, my friend. Don't worry. I mean, theoretically, I could use the Hawk Ring. Shoot him from a longer distance. Ah, fuck. I thought I was far enough. I thought I could avoid at least one more strike, and use that to attack. I mean, the damage is not bad though. I mean, 150 for this guy. Let's see though. Yeah, no. That just ain't it. I think even with the Moonlight Bow, it never really was that good. I think at least. Okay, we're halfway there. But you know, this is exactly why the bow is so good. You can just kind of stay out of harm's way for the most part. It has nothing that the bosses can do. Absolutely nothing. But, you know, let's keep the distance regardless. Just to be sure. Alright, big guy. Oh, I was a bit too eager. A bit too greedy there. Just like I am here. Okay. That's it. Okay, fantastic. Only took like 100 arrows, but that's alright. In it. That's a good old Iron Golem down the list. And next up is, of course, the big guy. There's one thing that confuses me right now, actually. Aha, that's the problem. There we go. I had desktop audio on as well. So you could have heard it twice by accident. Also, the fit I chose today is... yeah. It looks alright. I thought about maybe going with like leather armor or something like that, but... nah. Okay, let's go. Ornstein Smo, here I come. I thought I pulled out the Hawk Ring from the bottomless box, but apparently I didn't. If I remember correctly, you can actually hit him from here and he doesn't aggro or something. Yeah, you could. Not close at all. The good thing with the bow opposed to the crossbows, of course, is you can usually roll out of the attack somewhat. You're not fully locked in once you hit the attack button. I would love not to die right now. Fantastic. Give me 1 second. All of this shit can close. Fuck off. You know, I have a heavy dislike of modern technology. Like, not 100%, I love some of the stuff that we have, but a lot of it is really bad. No you don't. Of course, aiming with a bow is a little bit difficult in the Souls games. But it's gonna help me a little bit with some of the bosses. Most notably Quelaag. Oh, by 1? You rascal, you. I don't think I have to conserve my arrows. I should be able to have enough for the majority of the playthrough. They're not that hard to get. I mean, he's on a mission. If you want to watch something cool, check out the No Aggression run that I think Backlogs did with the help of his community. It's pretty interesting what he can pull off in this game. Yo, Adam, welcome. How's it going? Ah, nice. That's what I wanted to do with the other guy, but he didn't cooperate. This guy also doesn't want to cooperate. That was a headshot, apparently. Right, I completely forgot that you have a special sound when you hit somebody's head. Completely forgot that part. But yeah, the bow is too slow that I want to actually kill all of these enemies. So let's just run past them. But the archer is gonna be difficult. Or at least annoying. Just a little bit. I'll figure it out. Ooh. Don't do that. Hey, can you stop that? Right the fuck now. Biting on the cables behind the monitor. Hey. Don't do that. Oh, fuck. It's like... You know, I hate how some like when cables have these bulbs, especially when it's a cable that hangs off the back, this bulb always gets caught on. Doesn't want to. That really was a shit move. Now it doesn't want to sit correctly. There we go. And this shit is also starting to piss me off. Fucking, I closed it. You don't need to keep reminding me about this, you piece of... Oh, technology. I'm not a fan right now. Wall not working? Yes, not working. I guess when the cat bit on the cable, it caused a bit of an error. I will correct that in a second. There we go. So it was kind of interesting. German guy was explaining the difference he observed from mentalities in German and Florida. What are the different mentalities there? the shared hate of the Jews, maybe? Actually. Come on. There we go. Yeah, sometimes they really are menaces. Like the girl. I woke up a couple of days ago and she was choking. Which, you know, sometimes she eats too fast and she vomits, so it's like, okay, you know, it's the usual, I thought. I look over, I see just something long and black dangling out of her throat. Out of her mouth while she was choking, I should say. And I was like, what the fuck? It's not a sock, because for that it's too long. So I was like, is it a stocking? But I'm like, why would I have a stocking? So that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, like, stood up and I went over to her, and then I noticed that it's like a roll of doggy bags that I have that she just tried to eat. So I pulled out at least like half a doggy bag out of her mouth, while the rest were still attached. He said that when he talked about starting his YouTube channel, Europeans asked why and were dismissive and thought he shouldn't. I mean, I don't see how that's... I mean, I feel like I would need more context for that. Like, you know, I've heard both sides, so it really depends. But one thing I know is, like, sometimes it has to do with a privacy focus. Like, people are more focused on privacy. Like, why would you intentionally put yourself on the internet? I would probably have to see, like, the entire video to get the full grasp. But yeah, my cat. No idea what compelled her to do that. That's how I broke my mouse as well, by the way. I don't know if I told that story. She ate like a piece of plastic that was on my desk, and then her body was like, yeah, how about no? And because she was on my desk, the first thing she did was vomit again. Perfectly onto my mouse. So now I have currently 3 mice here. And Logitech, you know, for all their fuckery and whatnot. I contact support and they just, without any questions, send me a replacement dongle for the one I lost, which is pretty nice. You know, that's customer service. Sure, the mouse broke pretty quickly. I repaired it though. They're willing to help. Even outside of warranty, which is amazing actually. Like, I've had companies not want to help me within warranty. trying to weasel them out, like out of it all the fucking time. And I think Logitech is a Swiss company. It's, you know, with stuff like this, you notice. Because the thing with Switzerland, if you never heard that, is Switzerland's biggest export is actually trust. Funny enough. Oh. Let me read the chat in a second. I get like a free second to look at it. He liked the American mentality more. I mean, yeah. I do too. Oh. But I wonder if that really is just an American mentality and not just... Like, if this is really a... I don't think this is a mentality that's, you know, only in America. My dad is the kind of person, as an example, he's very money-oriented. So as long as you don't make money with something, he really is like, why would you do that? That's just a waste of money. Waste of time, I mean. Yeah. A distance. There we fucking go. If you think that you don't tell people you stream because you're embarrassed or something. I mean, I don't tell people because I don't want people that know me potentially hearing me saying something about them. Like with family, it's kind of like, you know, I don't want to... I know my family. My mom will bring this up every time around people, right? She brings up fucking embarrassing stories from my childhood when she's talking with people, so she would sure as hell bring up that I make YouTube videos or stream or whatnot. And I don't want that. And I just, you know, sometimes I do talk badly. Or at least not too well about people that I know. And I don't want to deal with the situation where a coworker goes, well, Yaku, I watched your stream and you said something. Like you didn't work yesterday. Like imagine my boss knows I would stream and he walks like watches the... Huh? What just hit me? What? Huh? What? What the fuck? Where did I just get hit from? Twice! Twice! Did you see that? But yeah, I don't want my boss to watch like one stream where I suddenly say, oh yeah, I did work last Friday because I was actually making a video game, as an example. That's why I'm like embarrassed about it. I don't want to have to deal with dumb situations like that. But if somebody asks me if they should do a YouTube channel, it's like, you know, if it's something you want to do, sure. Do it. It's very rewarding. It can be very rewarding. One YouTube channel I have has gotten monetized recently, which is even more rewarding. Even though I don't make that much money with it, of course. I certainly ain't a PewDiePie, the amount of money that I make. I think in 1 month I made 25 bucks. And that was with the help of one video that really blew up a little bit. Oh fuck, I thought I was far enough behind. It's just one more attack though. There we fucking go. Oh yeah, the bow, I tell you. I should check the clip in a second. The Menace of Mine is actually next time my legs right now. My turtle lost going next to the cable and his long nails. I'm very worried about. Yeah, sometimes I'm also worried about cables as well. They kind of stopped doing it for the most part, biting on cables. But sometimes they still kind of enjoy doing it. I mean, that's as well the whole thing about VTubing, especially is to keep yourself private. Right? You know, when I grew up, people told you, hey, don't put yourself on the internet. You don't know what kind of people are watching you. And nowadays, it's like, oh yeah, as soon as you can, put yourself on the internet, face and all. Doesn't matter if you're a little kid or not. Let's go. It's just kind of weird, in my opinion. Like, here's the thing. Everybody that gets even a little bit popular on the internet will have, like, one weirdo attached to them. Without fail. We've always see this. Without fail, there's always one weirdo attached to everybody that's even slightly famous. And the bigger the gap you can create between you and that person, the better it is. Trust me. Yeah. Wait, was like, how do you explain that I have fun streaming? Like, it was weird or whatever. I don't remember if I said that. But it is a weird concept to some people. That's for sure.
You leave me no choice. This is our fate. So be it.
I think it also, like, it depends a little bit with who I'm talking with, right? Like, if I talk with my dad, I once tried to explain to him what's fun about Minecraft. He didn't get it. But if I talk to my mom, she would just tell that to a story to other people. It's like, oh yeah, my son, he's making YouTube videos. I mean, there's also, like, there's this one story, actually, I can tell. I used to have a Let's Play channel with a friend of mine. Or, like, I used to have a Let's Play channel, and half of the Let's Plays we did was with a friend of mine. And I don't know how it came to that, but our class teacher somehow knew about this. And once pointed it out. And that was embarrassing, right? A person that I really didn't like, be like, oh yeah, I saw one of your videos. Something. I don't remember what she said. It's like, you know. For me, it depends. If it's somebody I don't know, I really don't care. But if it's somebody I know, it really depends on who it is for me to care. From my side, you kind of got damaged by nothing. Yeah, like what I saw is just like, almost like I got hit by an arrow from the back. Like the entry wound seemed to come from the back, even though Smo was in the front. That was weird to me. Because we're good for being a YouTuber. There's also cost to anonymity. There is, yeah. But I think it depends also a little bit on... It's a trade-off more so than cost. And if it's worth it for you, then it's the best thing you can do. You know, not to brag, but I know what it's like to be famous. No, jokes aside. I mean, I'm the kind of guy, I don't want attention anyways. Might have said that before, but... For me, the best thing I could do is make something that becomes the legacy itself. Or like, where my actual self is removed from it as part of the legacy. Like, if I make let's say I make a painting, and it gets credited to Yakuvrael Runeborne, that would make me far more happier than it to be credited to Franz Höbensteinle. The person behind Yakuvrael Runeborne, right? Like, I don't want to be the famous part of it. I want Yaku to be the famous part. So I'm very happy with anonymity myself. Yeah, I have to look at the clip again. Let me do that real quick by, well, it's here anyways. I'm not really famous. It always depends. Like, you can get famous very quickly. Or like, what is famous is... Let me put it like that. What it means to be famous is very skewed in the current day and age. Like, sometimes when people, especially younger people, come into the streams, they're like, oh, you have only 5 viewers? It's like, for me, it's like 5 viewers, man. If I had 5 people in my house right now, I would shit my pants. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, it's really strange, isn't it? Especially the first one of the two. Like, the second one I could get just a little bit. Like, oh yeah, something like hit me in the... Like, maybe he hit me in the back while jumping upwards or something. But the first one is like from the back. I was hit towards him. That was weird. 12 people hanging out at a party. Yeah, 12 people is... If I had 12 people in my house right now, I wouldn't have enough chairs for them. And that is me taking out all of the chairs I have. My office chairs, my living room chairs, the folding chairs I used to have in my first apartment. Everything. I wouldn't have enough chairs. Right? But I think so many people get... like, pushed for a little bit. And a lot of kids just think like, oh yeah, you're not famous unless you have like 1 million subscribers or whatnot. And you have like 10,000 viewers. But you know, you used to be like the biggest YouTuber in the first 3-4 years of YouTube. If you had like 1,000 subscribers. Like, you used to be a household name with that much influence, so to speak. Oh, I love the... You know, I love when you can fight this guy without having to fucking wait for him to come down. It's so much better. Thank God. Goodbye. Next up, let's do Thief as well. Oh, I didn't sit down at the bonfire, apparently. She says, has a Sabaton once again, proving myself to be a bad mod. Yeah, if you, watch the VOD. I think you get why it didn't matter that you didn't watch the stream. There was actually a point to that stream, other than it being a stream. Like, even if you don't watch any VODs, watch that VOD. It's important. To build a neat fire pit area and maybe take an ore drop or something. I know people will ask if I've gotten around to it, and I worry they'll judge me for not following through. I mean, part of that, there's like this thing where, especially with like people that say they go to the gym, telling somebody you will do something has like almost the same effect in your brain as actually doing it, right? The same like reward effect in your brain. So when you tell somebody, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna go to the gym, it's the same effect as you actually going to the gym. So I like when you don't tell people necessarily as well. And to get back into why wouldn't you tell somebody about it? That's part of it. Focus on my health, my mental health, my life, my hobbies. Made me realize how delusional and stupid Linux fanboys were. But all they advertised was privacy and freedom. Oh, it's that guy again. Welcome. I mean, privacy is pretty nice. You know, opposites of my apartment are offices. And if I have my windows open, they can just look at me while I'm naked. I would want that. I like privacy. And freedom. Not as nice as my... What is your hobby? And money. I don't know how privacy makes you lose time and money. That seems like a skill issue. But I knew 2 people who could take an apprentice and one was dead. Wait. One was dead and the other hates apprentices, and I didn't know though. Okay, I see. I mean, if somebody dead, yeah, that's hard time to get an apprenticeship. Maybe it was already gone. I don't know. Or I messed something up. Essentially, it was a VOD, a short stream saying, "Hey, I won't be streaming today," since I had like some weird vertigo going on. You know when that thing when you like you look to the left or do you look to the right, or like you stand up and you feel like you're just falling over, like you're super dizzy. I had that yesterday evening. So I like waited until it went away and it never went away. So I just went to sleep. I was like, oh yeah, fuck it. I don't want to suddenly vomit during the stream. Or collapse. A Linux user skill issue. My friend, if you're the one who can't do something, then it's on you. Like when I say, oh, I can't program, it's not the fault of the HR department that I can't program. It's not a skill issue on their part. That attack has so much more reach than I expected to, always. But yeah, anyways, to get back to that stream, next week I'm gonna try to do like a bit of a makeup, just like power through. Every day of the week, one stream. To make up for the last week. Kinda. Ooh. That was kinda close. You know, as I said, the bow is not bad, but it's just slow as molasses. Oh no. He's limping. Let me put him out of his misery as fast as I can. So you just said you weren't gonna stream. I see. Hope you feel better now though. Yeah. Maybe Twitch doesn't stream like shorter save shorter VODs or something. I don't know. But yeah, it was just a you know, the thing is, Twitch is a fucking platform that is ages old now, easily over a decade. They just introduced vertical streaming, a revolutionary new feature. But they still don't have like a thing where I can just make a post and say, hey, I don't stream today. And they don't have a proper schedule where I can just put all the streams in and then click like cancel this stream. You know, Outlook has figured this out back in like 1990 or whatever, whenever that existed. It's kind of insane that that isn't a thing yet. But hey, it just is what it is, I guess. I don't know how to use Linux either, but mocking Linux use over time concern makes you sound stupid. I mean, the thing is, mocking over time concern, like, it does take time, right? That's not an issue. Everything that you need to learn takes time. That's just how it is. That's how life is. But I just, like, I feel like this guy is just rage baiting. He's done this, like, for 3 times. If he's truly concerned about wasting time, he wasted more time coming into my streams and trying to bait than anything else. So it's either like a weirdo or a little kid, I would presume. You know, I'm happy with where Linux is at though, currently. It's been growing for quite a while now. There's like the Steam survey. And when you look at it, it actually went down. But then you take China out of the equation, and it actually went up. So like the user base almost doubled or tripled in the last like couple of years. Which is actually quite insane if you think about it. But you can post physics. But you can post physique to absolutely mock every Linux user with ironclad evidence. You're just too healthy to spend the time to learn Linux. I mean, it's like console wars. The people who care about it usually they are too much better than the ones they are ragging on, I would say. Like, there are stereotypes that are kind of true, like the tranny programmers and whatnot. But that's just because open source is open source and it's like an easy thing to invade. I would have no choice but to agree. I mean, I wonder about that. Like, if I was studying relative physics, or like I was studying like math or something, and some dude came in super checked, was like, oh, math sucks, what do you need math for? I wouldn't agree just because he was checked. Oh yeah, math is a waste of time. I don't see I don't follow completely there. But the matter of fact is, you know, like 90% of the web runs on Linux. So you are actually quite secure job-wise if you know how to use it. That's how I got my current job. They needed a programmer that can use Linux. Like, oh yeah, you're the perfect guy. You're a programmer, you know the framework we are using, and you know Linux to manage your servers. Let's go. Here's a job that's secure and pays a lot of money. And on top of that, you only have to work 4 days a week. So time well spent learning Linux, in my opinion. There we go. If his argument is, look, what I spend my time doing instead, he would prove he spends his time efficiently and that he wasn't just lazy and didn't want to learn Linux. I mean, yeah, in that case, sure. But by the fact that he comes in and tries to bait, already kind of disproves that point. Okay, that was the hider, that was this guy. Who should I do next? I think I'm gonna go with the Asylum Demon. But you know, all in all, it is good fun. I like these people. Like, one of the last things I would want to do is create, like, a safe space. A hug box, so to speak, in my channel. Because I think that's dumb. That's what a lot of people do, and you realize that they are doing it. And you notice how fucked they become in the head from it. Like, the only people I usually ban, or, like, get rid of, is, like, people that promote, like, bots, mostly. People that promote something. Or some people that just don't stop spamming. That's like the only ones that I really care about getting rid of. Other than that, as long as you don't break TOS, let's fucking go. Maybe he's training right now, listening to Riddle of Steel as he pushes the Wheel of Pain. Maybe. Maybe he's in the gym, learning to deadlift 500 pounds. Being the next Eddie Hall or whatever his name was. I should actually try to go for headshots with these guys. See, as it's a one shot. It's kind of hard to aim with the bow. There we go. I'm personally okay with Windows and hadn't had problems with it to look for other options. Yeah, if you hadn't had problems, there's really no point to switching. Other, like, if you care about certain things, of course. That's one matter. Like, oh yeah, if you care about privacy, Windows is probably the last company you want to go with. Maybe Facebook, actually, or Chrome OS and Facebook are probably worse, of course. But as far as, like, common desktop operating systems, Windows is up there. But if you haven't had any problems and you don't care too much about privacy in that sense, there's really no point to switching. You know, when I was new to it, I tried to convince people to give it a try, but that is futile. I noticed that really quickly. Because there's no way you can sell it to somebody without them being angry at you for it. Which it is a dumb thing that people like stock up about an operating system, about a piece of software, but it just is what it is. In general, being tech support, there are just certain things you learn not to do. And recommending software is one thing, usually. Because if something goes wrong, you're the asshole. And not the software, or the developers of the software. Trust me. I know from experience. I never really seen how Linux looks like, honestly. I mean, it looks the way you want it to look. As far as customizability goes, it's unbeatable. You can make it look like macOS, you can make it look like Windows 11, 10, 98, etc, etc. Give me 1 second. Perfect. Mine, without, you know, really revealing too much. Can I show that? No, I can't. I cannot minimize it, the game. Oh, actually, maybe. Yeah, this is what mine looks like currently. I have my taskbar, you know. I have my programs. Whee! And of course I have my stuff. My terminal, my editor, my web browsers. It's it functionally works the same. Let me see if I can open something here. Not that, that's for sure. That can stay open, that can stay open. What the fuck is this? Ah, I see. You know, you have your files here, whatever. It's like, oh yeah, you want to see a picture of Yaku, there he is. All shocked. Is it hard to use in Windows? I think I heard something like that. Depends on which distribution you use. But this hasn't been the case for the past like 5 years or so. Like if all you do is play some single player games and you use a web browser, it's identical to Windows. There's absolutely no difference. Like a lot has gotten better in the user experience department. It's not perfect, but for day-to-day use, it's really no different. You get used to it quickly. Like I got my dad to use it for a little while, and even he was like, "Yeah, it's not that bad." There's like just a few things he didn't like not having Microsoft Office, which, you know, fair enough. That's just something that doesn't work on not that well, at least on Linux. Shit. Taskbar on top, yes. That's something I started doing with Windows as well. Back in the day, and I just like it. I prefer it. For some reason, I just don't like how to have my taskbar on the bottom. Does LibreOffice work on Linux? Yes. All open source software usually works with Linux. Or most of it. And LibreOffice 100% works with Linux. LibreOffice, GIMP, Blender, etc, etc. Let me go back there real quick though. Don't hate it, but I haven't found a need. In that case, you know, stick with Windows. There's nothing wrong with that. I think I told my story before that my entire documents folder was deleted after an update. And like the time server was constantly lost. Stuff like that. It just caused me to kind of like crash out on it. There was also a recent update where they did something really bad. Like you have to look into it. But they fucked up really bad recently on Windows 11. To the point where like almost every business PC wouldn't boot anymore. Because they fucked something up. This is my new PC, it just feels better. If you need the space, it's nice, but I hate how it like pops up every so often. I try to do that on my MacBook to get some screen real estate back, because it's quite a small screen. But I don't like it. When I used to work on Mac in my first job, I had it on the side. That also works kind of well. Who next? Who next? You know what? I'm gonna do the Honor Londa bosses. Of course, you can also go with no taskbar. That's like one thing that bothers me about some Windows users. Like, I sometimes watch people, and they, like, pop up their screen every so often, right? And it's such an insignificant thing, but it always bothers me when I see people use just the default configuration, right? They just have the taskbar, they have, like, the Microsoft Edge, File Explorer, and Files. Or, like, just the Edge and File Explorer. I'm like, the taskbar is so fucking useful. Why would you leave it blank? What's wrong with you? What is absolutely wrong with you people? And then they put like a million files on the desktop. As you saw on my desktop, I don't put any files on there. That's something I managed to get rid of. Quite a bit. Like my desktop used to be cluttered to hell and back. And after a while I was like, yeah, no, that's dumb. I stopped doing that. So it's quite liberating in that sense. The taskbar blocks the view of the bottom of the game, so hidden taskbar sounds like a good choice. Yeah, if you need the real estate, it's probably good. Or maybe on the side, as I said earlier. One program I used to use pretty much from, like, when I installed Windows, every time I would install a certain program, because it was just extremely useful to me, it was called Fences. I think it still exists, even for the newest versions. It costs money, theoretically, and I bought it, and absolutely worth it in my opinion. Probably one of the best programs for Windows in general. It essentially like allows you to create like sections on your desktop for files and programs that you can also collapse if you need to. It's pretty nice. You can color them, you can name them. You can make them scrollable, so you can like just dump like 100 files in there and then scroll through them in a tiny little box. I absolutely adored that program. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go downstairs. The usual way. I'm not the biggest fan that it doesn't one-shot them. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna leave you alone. Leave Brittany alone. Come on. Okay. Oh, I thought he was about to fall off. Hey, Prisky. Actually, I should shoot her in the belly. So I can see her, you know.
I expected as much from thee. Why dost thee hurry toward thine death?
What? You can knock her out with a bow? I didn't know that. I don't use too much programs to fill up the taskbar, but I do keep my most used programs there for quick use. Why not? That's what you're supposed to do. But I see so many people just not using it at all. Like, I can show mine in a second again. I have it split up very deliberately. Good night, Prisky. 777. Lucky sevens. So actually I can show it like that, I think, yeah. So basically, when you can see up here with my mouse, I have like on the left side, I have my casual games, right? The ones that I play often or over and over again. Then I have one gap. Then I have to place the games I just play through in one go usually. Like you have Call of Duty here, Missplosion Man, Lingo, etc., etc. Then you have the open programs and the programs I use from in a specific order. You have like my terminal, my file explorer, my code editor, browsers, etc., etc. It's kind of sorted from right to left in most useful to me, I should say. Kinda. Like, I'm very particular about that. Like, when I set up my PC, one of the first things I do after I installed every program I need is just rearranging everything on the taskbar carefully. Like, oh yeah, first needs to be a terminal emulator, then there needs to be a file explorer, then there needs to be a browser, etc., etc. Or code editor first and then browser. Which is, that's one of the things that makes me mad at work. Windows has this thing called Active Directory, which is meant to be useful if you're like using different work PCs, right? So they can just log into your account that is global in the organization. But there's a weird bug in our organization where my Windows profile is not being saved correctly, so I have to redo my taskbar every couple of weeks. It fucking sucks. I hate that so much. That's one of the things that bothers me about Windows. That even though they have overtaken the full Active Directory thing, they somehow managed to make it worse. Or not work as well as it should. I hate it. Oh. Shit. Have I said it before that I suck at aiming with controller? Yeah, that's my death. I need to use a combination of mouse and controller for that one. Why the fuck am I here? Interesting how it's well thought. I didn't know that was possible. Is that Linux thing or is it possible with Windows too? I mean, the gaps themselves, I don't think that's possible without external software. But just sorting the things, that's something you can do, of course. You can arrange them. But like back in the day, I used to have the games on my desktop and kind of like sort them with fences. But these days, of course, it's all in the taskbar. And the thing is, the taskbar is only so big before it becomes smaller because so many icons are on there. So it kind of helps to like keep clutter down. That's also important. Something that I used to do when I was younger is like install like 50 games or so at once. Then I would start one. Would play it for like 2-3 hours and then I would start the next one. Fuck off. I tried to do it with the mouse, but he wouldn't switch to it quickly enough. The gaping. No, the gaping you can not do, as far as I know. I mean, maybe with as I said, with software you can do it. Or what you can do, technically seen, what you can do, is you can create empty icons that feel like lead to nothing. That's something you could do. Essentially, you make a shortcut, you give it a transparent icon, and that's it. And you give it a no name as well. You just need to make one of those, and then you can like pull them in, and that's it. Not too interested, just curious. Okay. Fuck. That's the way you could do it. Fuck off. That little rascal. Actually. Hog ring. That's what I want. I thought there was a way to like hit him without him like going away. Like if you're far enough back, he doesn't teleport away essentially, and he doesn't attack you. Okay, that's my limit. Or not. Almost died there. Like, I don't remember how it works, but there's a way to cheese him. Oh. But essentially have to do this. Fuck. I like how his arrows curve in a weird way. Come on, big guy. Fuck. Oh, I hate how slow you are with the bow. The fact that I cannot dodge his attack anymore. If I misjudge what he's gonna do. It's a fuck. I hate it. Let me go grab something to drink real quick. So I can finally beat this bitch boy into submission. I love me some Viking berries. That shit is like crystal meth in liquid form. I said it before. It's like the adversary to the mango. Hey, oh. They're like these dried mangoes I used to eat a lot. Almost every day I ate one pack instead of lunch. Something like that, as an example. And I am sad. Because they got enshittified. I bought them, right? And they... First of all, they made the packaging worse. Like, they used to have like a built-in Ziploc. So you could, you know, close them a little bit better. So keep them longer, fresh longer. But also the quality of the mangoes themselves has gotten worse. They used to be like really nicely dried out. Again? Oh. Dried out and tasty, and now... they're not. Oh fuck, I didn't realize he was doing that. Huh? Does that? It shouldn't be gone. Oh, fuck, I know why. There we go. I still have my desktop view got turned on. Fuck, don't do that. There we go. That could have been really bad. Like, if I had my email program open, it could have suddenly said, hey, Mr. What did I say earlier? Franz Lügenbach or something like that? You haven't paid your taxes yet. Which, the truth is not too far off from that, actually. I mean, no, I paid them, actually. But they cut something from my taxes. And I was like, no, I don't agree with that, so I sent them a letter. And now I'm kind of waiting. And the thing is, you still have to pay it, even if it's like open, right? And they will reimburse you after the fact, which is kind of dumb if you ask me. But hey. But also, no, it was a bit shit last week, of course, as I said. But one thing that was actually good is I sent a letter to the owners of my apartment complex. I was like, hey, the like base rent fee kind of decreased in the last year or two. Can I get a lower rent? And as a matter of fact, starting November, I will have to pay $60 less for my rent, which It's very nice. It'll only take a few more hours. But if I die now, that will be embarrassing. It is awesome, but you know, at first I want to be a nice guy, right? Ah, come on. For like a few bucks, I don't have to, you know, make our relationship a little bit sour, me and the owners of the apartment. But then another person was like, hey, Yaku, if it would go up, they would send you a letter immediately to increase your rent. It's like, yeah, no, that's actually true. They wouldn't hesitate a split second about keeping any, like, relations up. They would absolutely try to rape me. So yeah, I'm gonna do it after all. I wish he wouldn't rape me though right now, like, my god. Do like a spell or something. He's kind of stuck doing that right now. Oh, that piece of shit. But yeah, starting in November, 60 bucks less, and if the thing with the taxes goes through, that's like 600 bucks off my taxes. Which also is going to be pretty nice. Listen here, buddy boy. I need you to do another attack than this one. Why did he not lock on? Yeah, that was a bit of a waste of time. Could have done that from the start, I guess. There we go. Finally. And I can level up, by the way. I think next I'm gonna do trying to do 4 kings. All right, you did say that you did pay it in raids, right? I hope that goes through. You managed to pull that off. Because that's going to be nice as well. Having more money is always good. There's nothing bad about having more money. Never. So listen, kids. There was a nice little office down the street behind that one alley, you know, the one that you usually kind of like ignore. Called something like Love Money Lending. Just go in there and ask them if they can give you like 100k. And then they will give you a contract that says something like, if you don't pay it back in time, you have to, you know, give us like an interest rate of 30% or something. That's illegal. You can just take the money and then go to the cops and say, yeah, well, their interest rate is illegal. And that's it. You will never have to worry about money again. Trust me. It always works out. And if you want to see an example, in a fun comic form, you can read Loan Shark Ushishima and see how that works out. Nobody in that manga is ever unhappy. Trust and believe. I can recommend reading that one though, even if it takes forever to be translated. But it's so good. Yeah, loan sharks, man. That's a thing. Okay, I'm giving it like 1 or 2 tries. But I need to focus hard. Even harder than on the boy. For legality purposes, Yaku's just joking. Don't actually do that. No, I'm 100% serious. Take out short-term loans with high interest rates. And don't pay them back because it's actually illegal to have higher interest rates. It's like 10% or something. Like, if there's one thing everybody should know, get rich quick schemes always work. And if you want to get even richer, you take that money to the casino. It's an infinite money glitch. And if you feel nice about it, then you can pay back once you make won the checkpoint. The checkpot. Right? Casinos are not profitable for a reason. Loan sharks go out of business all the fucking time for a reason. You don't frick yourself over. The only thing you frick yourself over is with how much money you will have. Just look at me, I'm basically a millionaire already. Now I need to focus, actually. Shit. I pressed the wrong button. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This chicanery. What a sick joke. He gets to be a lawyer. He defecated through a sunroof. God, I love this scene so much. Of course, I really just chopped all over the place. But you guys, you can trust me, I watched Better Call Saul. I'm basically a lawyer now. I know how the law works. I also played some Ace Attorney at some point. The fact that I don't have the bar yet is actually criminal. I think that's like the best point in the movie, what's it called? Catch Me If You Can. Where the guy finally reveals how he passed the bar. It was like, yeah. In the end, the easiest way was to actually just study and do it legitimately. The other guy was floored. Tom Hanks, I think. Okay, come on, 4 kings. I know you can be beat. I know you can. Just need to be nice about it. Be nice. I'm a real lawyer. Do I have enough arrows? I might not have enough arrows. By a traffic stop, don't touch me, I know my rights. Exactly. Did you know a cop is not allowed to lie? So you just have to always ask if they're caught before giving them any money or selling them drugs. That always works. Fuck! Yeah, wrong. One misstep and you're basically dead in this fight. Okay, we got 4 kings now. Now I need to be very careful. I'm technically the one that just attacked me from the side. He's dead already. Oh, not dead already, but he's close to death. I'm not a fan of that. Or that, for the matter of fact. Like, the problem I had is all of them were behind me, essentially. And I need to be able to see. Oh. Huh? Oh, it's this guy. Fuck. That's what I wanted the entire time. Of course, and then they come in with magic again. I don't know which one is currently my main. I think it's this guy. Like, there's always one king that's the most aggressive towards you. That will actually, like, come close to you. The other one's just kind of circumstantial. Like that one. Like, I'm not a fan how sometimes just one is behind me. Fuck off. I'm dead. What was that? I need to go and buy some arrows real quick. Actually, I should have enough for one more try. But I think I need to try do one thing differently. I try to be far away from the get-go, but I think at the beginning I need to stay close. Only later I need to kind of remove myself. Like the fact that I got 2 almost down to like a quarter of their health. And then the target switched. That kind of killed me. If I could have gotten one of them down and then the second one down, I would have had more of a chance. I like half the health, you know, already. Barely. Maybe. It's half a damage check and half a skill check, I would say. And I'm failing the skill check. Oh. For whatever reason, I forgot that you enter death cam. And I almost walked off there. Like, I just wish there would be like one higher tier of arrows that you can use. To really fuck them up, you know. That sadly doesn't exist. Yeah, almost 60 more damage. Or not. Maybe. Fuck. How did the second one already spawn? That was way too quick. Huh? And the third one is here already. Okay, one down. I'm like at the wall, that's problematic. I think. Target changed, shit. Okay, now I don't know who's aiming for me currently. Yeah, this guy. fuck off. What's with that timing? You know, with enough... With... Huh? Oh, fuck, did I put the TCC down? With enough time spent, I could do it. It's really just kind of like a bit of a luck thing, I would say. That they don't double team you in one go. I'm gonna go TCC now. Tumble buff. After all, I did find that one spot last time. I think it was last time. Where I could do it. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, we're almost already 2 hours in and we're not even halfway done. So, you know, let's not waste too much time. I would say. So essentially, I don't need you from the get-go. It should actually be quite easy. Once I get tumble buff going on. Come on. Thank you. But yeah, it's like... I have thought about before if I should search for a mod, or even just commission like a mod, to make the arena visible at the very least for the 4 kings. Like the edges. Because that's one of the things that bothers me a lot. Okay, where was it? I think it was... here somewhere. It's about hip high. It's like this. Nope. I think it's... if I go like to this and then move to the left there, that's... nope. This might take a second, especially with this controller. Because the D-pad is actually kind of weird on this one. There's a way to tumble buff that's more simple to do. Also, hi, welcome Heather Princess. I don't think it... I know the one you mean. I think you mean the one with like rolling or whatever. Or where you use 2 catalysts. But that doesn't work for the weapons. The menu overlap. It could also be that that's the one that's exclusive to the Prepare to Die edition. I'm pretty sure I've tried that before, and there's one reason why it doesn't work for what I'm trying to do. I think you mean the one where you like roll and you open the menu and then you do it, right? Oh, you mean that one? That one is not easy. I've tried hours on that one until I got it. There we go. And here it was more like 10 tries or so. You know, the menu overlap, like two-hand thing, that's super hard to pull off in my opinion. Fuck! You literally just queue up buttons and you can swap weapons while buffing. Let's see, I found like a video here. It's frame perfect. Yeah, it is frame perfect. I remember I had one hell of a time even getting it to work. Like just getting to the menu overlap. So I think the strategy I have is quite a bit easier. Especially if I had a controller right now with a better D-pad. Or a different D-pad, I should say. I mean, I'm so close to the boss, it doesn't matter. In this case. I think, at least. Like, if I would do it over... if I would do the normal route, I think then it would be better. But this is like a difference of what? 5 seconds. And you can actually put multiple keyputs onto the same key and also delay each one seriously, basically making a macro. I mean, I have a controller here that I can use to make macros myself. The problem is Steam input never works for me. It always like fucks with my controller in a way that I don't like. Maybe I'm cursed or whatever, but Steam input just, it does not work for me. It always fucks me over. So doing it this way is probably going to be fastest for me. Case in point. Currently I'm using a set the Classic Legend. It's a really weird one. It has a diamond-shaped D-pad, which is something I've never seen before. That was dumb. Oh, fuck off. you know. It's an interesting controller, I should say. Okay, I managed to do about 1.5. The rest is skill. For extra damage boost. I did do that before on other weapons. My problem with it is always that it only lasts like 5 seconds. Oh, fuck off. I kind of want to get the other guy out of the way. Before more spawn, but I guess not right now. Actually, it's already going much better though. Ah, the next one already came. Okay, who's my handler now? Is it you? I think it is. Fuck, fuck, fuck. That was almost a mistake. I think the fourth one spawned! What the fuck? How did he not grab me? I don't know how, but how did I not hit that? Not hit me either. Okay, he's my handler now. Yeah, I wish the same guy would stay my handler the entire time, so I can get rid of him more quickly. But only 2 bars left. That should be doable. Fuck! I was at the edge. Oh! Don't ask me how I survived that, because I don't know either. Now it's all RNG, really. Switch! Target! I don't know why he doesn't want to switch anymore. Don't do that now. The lock-on is mildly broken, by the way. Oh, come on. Fuck off. 1 hit away. I was 1 hit away, mind you. Let me. Let me calm down by doing like a Quaylog or something. Ah, no, let's do one more try. Let's not give up. Fuck off. That was so bad. I like, you cannot, like, you don't realize what happened if you don't actually have the control, if you haven't had the control in your hand. It would not switch the target. For some reason, the targeting broke. Even though they were like all bunched up on top of each other, right? But like one guy was like moving right the entire time. But like usually, wait up, you can like do this, right? Switch target. This no longer worked, and when I tried to remove it, it would only lock onto the same guy over and over again, the one that was moving away, and that I couldn't hit anymore. It's same with the arrow earlier in the stream. Quote unquote arrow, where I just got hit out of nowhere by God. Like, I think my game is broken or something. Maybe there's a hacker. Something is weird. Something is very weird. But you know, this is it. This is gonna be the last try. This is gonna be what kills him. Sure, I had to use Power Within. Sure, I died 1 hit away. But only the PC version. Oh, of course. Of course, it's only the PC version. Yeah, that one was really just... That was the weirdest part of the stream so far. Not even the lock on. For a reminder to Heather. I was like fighting Smo, and I got like hit from behind. Out of nowhere, from nothing. It was really strange. Yeah, after the transformation. Really? I've never had that happen in like over 500 hours of Dark Souls. That's wild. This game is just... It's weird, man. But you know, Miyazaki gave it his all. The fact that it still mostly works is kind of insane. I think one more king spawns. There's no way there's a second one floating around behind me. About to absolutely ruin my day again. See? What did I say? If that hit me, by the way, I would have been dead because it deals so much damage. Oh, I couldn't have fought just one at a time. I saw that the second one spawned. I see him coming. I would prefer if he would hit though, my guy. Now there are three. Three stooges. Fucking finally. God, I hate the Four Kings. Yo, pee pee poo poo man, can you take me to your crib? It was just such a better start. That I managed to kill almost two with Crystal Magic Weapon. Other direction. Yo, Metal Sicily. I can see you're on a tremendous challenge. I take off my hat. Yeah, that was a challenge. You know, tough but fair, I would say, though. The Silver Tracer 2 weeks ago, that was not fair. But this worked. This worked. Speaking of, I mean, why don't I go and do Sieve next? You know, might as well. Have I gotten to the Ghost Blade? Whew, let me tell you, I have tried the Ghost Blade. I failed. I couldn't do it. What a godly weapon. You know, as far as the ranking weapons goes, that one is a F minus 100 tier. Never again. I mean, actually, I will do it again, but never again on New Game Plus 6. That's for sure. No, it's my honest belief on a regular New Game, not New Game Plus, not New Game Plus 2, but just New Game. Every weapon is more possible. The ones I failed, I could all do on New Game easily. Yeah, that's really how good it is. Hello? I was stuck in the lever. And then I tried to block, but I was two-handing. Fuck. Let's try that again. At least Ghostblade has good crits. Yeah. If you could crit everything just that easily, it would of course be a fantastic weapon. Yeah, I think really Ghostblade is on the bottom tier for me. Together with the Dark Silver Trace. The Dark Silver Trace is like a slightly better Ghostblade in my opinion. Something about it is just ass. Okay, this time let's get rid of these guys. I might need to buy arrows now. I think I can do Sieve still. But off that I do need more arrows. Oh fuck, the elevator is not down. That's like the thing, most weapons really don't concern me. The only weapon that really concerns me are the crossbows because they're annoying. And if I would do it, maybe the Dark Hand. But the Dark Hand, in my opinion, is a shield and not a weapon, so fuck that. Maybe actually the large bows, but they actually deal at least a good amount of damage, so I don't think there are many weapons left that really should be too challenging. I say now and then get absolutely crippled by one or the other weapon. Oh, come on. Where's the third guy? Can you come and join the party, please? You're invited to my birthday party and you didn't even bother to show up. Disgraceful. It's like that one scene from Gundam, where the guy gets a birthday party and then tells her, I'm gonna kill you. Just for real, for real. No cap. You know, when you only have to fight one at a time, it's actually quite easy. I think. Oh, what the fuck are you talking about? Why is this guy transparent? Hello? Thank you. I could make a choke, but I don't think it would land. So I'm not gonna. Weapon at risk! You dickhead! Since when? You know something I just noticed as well? I'm not sure I didn't pay attention to the armor. Let's see, how much do I need? $27 or $28. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Shit. Give me just 1 second then. Infused bows. 4 Kings had 299 frost and like 177 in lightning resistance. If I remember correctly, the first time I did bows, I tried infused bows, and they were just not that good. if I remember correctly. I see. For a second I thought, oh, I have to pick despawned. Hell yeah. Oh, this is gonna take so long, isn't it? There's like a tumble buff spot here. Of course I could try the other thing, but... Don't I have actually... Yo, guy, can you please come closer? Thank you. Come on, piggy, piggy, piggy. Oh, that's dangerous. I guess I need to wait for the poison to wear off. Oh, thank you. But yeah, like Infusion, I don't think there's a single... After like playing this game for a lot, I only see Infusion as something that's useful in multiplayer, really. There's so rarely really a use for it in the standard game. That just going with regular is just so much faster. Okay, there we go. So let's see if I can find a weapon that is 10, 11, 6, 7. Why can I not... Hello? Maybe a reset? That's 10, 11 I said. Heavy. It's gonna be the best. So access bottomless box. Actually, repair equipment first. Get rid of all of this. Okay, that was a tenner there. 9, 6, 10, 6, 18, 12, 12 works. Okay, time to go to Thief. The Scaleless. My very best friend. Oh, this guy just respawns when you reload. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. I set that at the bonfire. Oops. Sometimes I'm just an idiot. Not always. Sometimes I'm very, very smart. At least my mom tells me that. She tells me, Yaku, you're as dumb as a rock. I'm like, I am a rock, so that means I'm really smart. You know how it is. What the fuck are you talking about? Since when? Man, today is just one of these runs. 29.2. Am I just not... 11.29. No, I have plenty of leeway. Guess I'm just really as dumb as a rock. You know, I just want to enter the DLC and like beat my way through that before I do the rest of the main game. There's so many bosses still left. Oh. Even some of the annoying ones. I think he didn't move, so... Fuck. Oh. Okay, that was close. What is wrong with me today? Why can I not menu? For the sake of everything that's holy. If that guy kills me. Holy rock. That's called Christian rock. There we go. I think like my timing must have been like off by a millisecond. Can you? Out of the way, thank you. You know, singing about Jesus and how much we love him. Christ is King, and so on and so forth. You know, I love my boy Jesus. Did you know they used a rock to seal him in the cave? And then he just strolled out of there. Like it was nothing. He just pushes rocks aside like they're nothing. What a guy. No respect whatsoever. And he's got to be a god? What a sick joke. I should have stopped him when I had the chance. He defecated through a sunroof. Couldn't be precious Jesus. I recently watched somebody go through this one for the first time. And I don't know why this guy, like the guy struggled a lot with this area. For some reason. Like I get the invisible paths are weird. Right? But you know, you have like the snowflakes that literally tell you where to go. Like the guy, he didn't even see that path over there, so he went all the way back there. Over like that weird invisible path there and was like, oh, I hate this place. It sucks. On this thing, he constantly walked to the right side and complained about falling off. It's like, yeah. That's called a steep angle. You tend to fall off of those. My guy. Anyways, time for some naked fighting. At least one of us is gonna be naked. It ain't gonna be me. But I'm used to creatures around me being naked, you know. After all, I have two nudists sleeping right around me right now. Like nothing ever happened. Oh, ho, ho, ho. am I far enough? Or just barely? But yeah, Thief is already easy, but Thief with the bow is like super easy. Like you don't even need to aim too hard. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, good. There we go, finally. This part took way longer than it should have, and now it's time to go to the DLC. Because I'm in the mood for it. But actually, I'm gonna first go and do the Taurus Demon, since he's on the way. You know, might as well. Actually, before I go and do that, let's go and visit Andre. I think he has something for me. Something very important. Yo, Andre, my friend. How's it hanging? How about you give me some of those? Yeah, don't worry about this. I'm a pro. I never die in Dark Souls. I haven't died a single time. Not even once, am I right? Yeah, Taurus Demon. You act like there's like 500 hours of proof of me dying sometimes. Like, come on. You can't just go onto YouTube and type in Yakuvrael Runeborne, Dark Souls, all the weapons, and you find proof of that. Like, as if. And there isn't at all an hour-long video that I made at some point where I count every single death on my very first run of this series. And it's not in the 200-300s. Not at all. That's just your imagination. I could have just visited this shop instead of Andre. Now that I think about it. Yeah, let's not die here, you know. You have no evidence that is admissible in a court of law. Exactly. You know, I could do the funniest thing, technically. I could, on YouTube, edit every single VOD and remove every single death. I could do that, technically seen. But man, would that be a lot of work for a stupid joke. Would just be no highlights video. I mean, I feel like you die because it's not a highlight. Oh, speaking of, do you guys know the movie Sharknado? In German, the word for shark is Hai. H-A-I. And on the Blu-ray for Sharknado, there's a little, like, thing that says the Highlight des Jahres. So the shark light of the year. It's so stupid. But it's like my favorite thing about this Blu-ray. There we go, that was Taurus Demon. But the thing is, like, this movie, it was funny when it was the only movie. But there are like there's like a whole shark cinematic universe. I'm dead. What the fuck? Now let's go to the Fire Long Shrine again. Another death to cut out? What death to cut out? Are you tripping? Don't make it harder for me to edit the VOD. Putting a blur over this chat for a while. I didn't die, I just chose to willingly warp in an unconventional manner. That's all that this is. Okay, but this time for real. Now it's time to go to the DLC. And honestly, I think a Taurus could be a little bit annoying. I can stop him from buffing, of course. But I think that's about it. I don't think any other of them is... what's my stuff? There we go. That was not close. That was not close at all. But yeah, I think... Sanctuary Guardian could actually be a bit annoying. But Manus is gonna be as easy as it gets, of course. Manussi, more like... Yeah, more like Manussi, actually. That describes him the best. Manussi Kalamussi. Notorious and Sanctuary Guardian. I recently saw a video, and something I didn't know is this portal here disappears when you kill Manus. So theoretically, I could go in without sitting at any bonfire, kill Manus, and then couldn't do any of the other bosses. Which, all things considered, is actually kind of funny. That is a possibility. You can skip Sanctuary Guardian, for those that don't know. You have to do like a buggy entry into the arena, and then you can like walk on top of here, all the way to the other side, and fall down. That was not good. Oh, come on. I don't even think a Taurus will be too interesting. Mostly just me kind of positioning myself until I get a good shot and then shooting him. Like, the thing is, most bosses in Dark Souls cannot handle distance. For some reason. They don't like to be lonely. Hello, hello. My B button was ignored. There we go. How did that not hit? I got a stun in. Very nice. Come on, log on to him, not me. Not the ground. Oh, come on. Don't die now. No. Yaku, what is wrong with you today? Hello? What? How? Did he really just get me with the tip of his tail? The tippy top of his tail. You know, when people say just the tip, they don't mean that. They mean something else, you know? Maybe you should learn from that. My guy. But you see how possible it is to kill him. He seems to be apologetic at least, and lets me hit him quite a bit. Okay, sure. He's actually super nice right now. Why? That's unexpected. Okay. This was basically the perfect RNG. Pretty much every move that he did was one that left him open for shots. What was... He really was sorry about hitting me with the tip of his tail. I think that I really hurt his feeling by telling him that he misunderstood the message of just the tip. That being said, it's time for Knight Artorias. Use of that stuff though. Yeah, may the flame guides me. Trust me, they will. Oh, my name AMD Ryzen Runeborne. The flame guided. Yakuvrael flame guided. No death in any Souls game ever. Intelligent as a rock, Runeborne. That's on my ID. Speaking of IDs, YouTube must still have my fucking weird ass fake ID on file. They never ask me again for an ID. Ever since they asked me like years ago. I think I told this story before, but I have like a a fake ID with like a picture of Elon Musk on it. And like birthday is like completely wrong. Name is completely wrong. They don't care. I'd be even able to find it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I think I used this one. I think I used this ID here. Like in like 2018 or so, when YouTube started asking for your ID. And it worked. Flawlessly. I know a lot of people use like the fake one from whatever that movie's called, like McLovin. Ah, shit. Ah, headshot. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. Boom. Ah, fuck. He has more range than I'm expecting him to have. Come on. Stop law walking. Because I need to actually heal. Maybe. It would be funny if they do. But you're technically seeing that's actually illegal. It's identity fraud. But I think so many people do it that they don't care. Otherwise I could be fucked. Should heal. Oh. How did only the first one get me? I don't know, but... Shit, 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 shit. Ui, ui, ui. Good damage though, all things considered. Fuck. Oh, fuck! For a second I thought, yes, I can heal. And then he did a double. But yeah, I don't think a Taurus will take me more than like 2 or 3 tries. Taurus, I did do Taurus. Yes, I did. Ah, did you think it was Carper Demon? The icon. Oh, this one here. They do look similar. But the secret is, Capra is not as fat as the Taurus Demon. He could lose some weight. But he doesn't because he's lazy. Lazy bum that only sits in his tower on top of it, waiting for an adventurer to pass by. Until then he just eats some snacks. Yeah, instead he's in my chat bad-mouthing Linux. To make a callback to an earlier example. If only he were at least shredded, you know? He could get away with so much more. Huh? Huh? Fuck. Ah! Fuck off, let me just get a heal in or something. There we go. Nope. Okay. I don't know how that one worked, but sure. Fucking dodge every single arrow, my guy. Yeah, this was a cursed one. But I do have plenty of arrows. Okay. Attempt number 3. This is gonna be the one. The one and only. And it's absolutely gonna beat him to shreds. Trust me. You know, if I would be good at aiming, I could headshot him every single time. But I'm not. Okay. Bunny hopping. I don't think that's bunny hopping, but more like annoyingly hopping. But yeah, come on. Like, he can be nice about it, right? Like that. Oh. Fuck, okay. Yeah, hopping like a bunny and spinning like a ballerina. Truly a jack of all trades, Mr. Artorius. He didn't recover fast enough. I thought I could get one in. Shit. Had a bit of a coughing fit right now. I wonder if there's a mod that replaces Artorias' model with bunny. With like a rabbit. Or at least gives her bunny ears. That would be cute. I think the big guy is coming. What the fuck? Okay, but this is gonna be the try. Watch me. The Taurus is gonna go down, and he's not gonna enjoy it. If worse comes to worse, I could still tumble buff off the stairs there. Very easily. But I don't think that's gonna be needed. Because he's gonna go down. Nope. I dodged. But he changed direction mid-attack. That's not fair. Oh, okay, I don't know what that was. As I said, this is gonna be the final try. He will not be able to resist me. He will die. Now. Did forget to remove the Guardian. That was the problem. My mind was still stuck on the Guardian. I was like, okay, you know. He's not dead yet. How am I at the Torius's? That was the problem. Now I can kill him in confidence. With confidence. Here's the thing. Here's actually the thing. I could go down to Manus, run all the way around, and kill Artorias from outside the arena. That's actually something you can do. Right. I could cheese him with the bow. Like when you walk around, you can shoot in between these pillars. These ones. And you go up the stairs and you can actually hit them from there. You can technically see that's something I could do. If I would want to. Ah, coward. Come on. That's not the coward's way, that's the efficient way. Oh. I was sure I was gonna hit him in the head with that one. Oh! Fuck, I thought he was gonna go and buff. I was a bit scared there for a second. Oh, of course, the one time I do attack him. Come on. Do something. Oh, fuck off. I always misinterpret how much reach this attack has. Hello? Fuck off. How did I miss the headshot 3 times? I'm 3 hours in. And I've got maybe half the bosses down. This is not gonna... This would have been it if I wouldn't have missed him. His fucking head. Oh, come on. I just need to go full focus mode, I guess. And just rip him a new one. I mean, so far it's going alright, I would say. Of course, I need to up my power fin now. Come on. I want him to do a lunge, essentially. And that works as well. Shit, I thought I could hit him. In the head. See how close I was though? 3 times. I got a bit foolish. I don't know what hit me, but something did. Perfect. That's something I was hoping for. Ah, fuck, I pressed A instead of B. Huh? One of them just went through him. Yeah, we fucking go. Like, I'm 100% certain, like, one just went through him. Okay. Almost messed it up again. Let's go get the key for Calamite. K stands for Calamite and key. Never forget that. Never forget. Yeah, all things considered, no, it's not that hard. It's just you can get less attacks in. And the amount of attacks you do, and the amount of damage you deal per attack, of course, is very low. So it just becomes a very long fight. Much longer than it needs to be, at least. You know, I do remember that you can snipe the chest from here, so... let's do that. At least I thought you could. Yep, you can. Perfect. Yo, big guy. Thank God I didn't get sniped this time, at least. And I did watch the clip. That was so stupid. Out of the air. The fucker sniped me. I'm the one who's supposed to snipe, not him. Let's see, who do we have left? Capra, Gaping, Quaylog, Ceaseless. That's 4. Pinwheel, Nido, Boss Gauntlets. That's 9. And then 2 DLC bosses plus Gwyn. That's 12 bosses. That's like half the bosses still. And we're 3 hour deeps. That's just what you get with the bow. Bows, crossbows, and daggers just produce long runs. I might not even be able to finish it today. Let's see what little time it is. Yeah, I've a little bit less than an hour left today. As I still need to run to the store. And then go to my dad. Because he asked me to help with something. I'm the DLC I will be able to finish for sure. But the rest of the boss could be a bit tight. Yeah, as I said earlier, you can theoretically just stand here with the Hawk Ring and then shoot him like that. It's really dumb, but it works. But you cannot enter from the other side. That's like the weird thing. The fog gate is only one way. Like, it seems simple to fix theoretically if you would want to, but sadly you can't. Yes, farewell. Oh, oops. I wonder if a lightning infused bow would actually be better against Calamite. But it would take a while now to get it. Or would it? Yeah, no, it would take at least a little bit. Actually, where do I get longbows from? That might be a good question. Dark Souls longbow location. Ah, that's where you get it. I could try that. It's not like it takes long. Ah, but I don't think I have... I might not have enough Titanite. I'm gonna give him one try or two before I'm gonna think about doing that. I think that's all I need anyways with him. It's all about positioning and avoiding his stupid hitbox. I mean, also I think the low bow, I can't talk anymore. The longbow is, I think, one of the slower bows in the game to begin with, so that also makes a difference. Okay, let me eat. Oh. Like, you can shoot him in the eye, of course. That's kind of tricky to pull off. Damage-wise, I'm not too concerned, actually. Especially when he does stuff like that. I just wish this would... I have to unbind this if possible. I feel like that's something that has killed me before, almost. Or at least once before. The fact that it readjusts the camera if you don't lock onto an enemy. Oh, come on. Okay, at least he does like one move. That's a big time waster. It's still not that good of a damage, really. That's my biggest problem, is how slow it is. And how much damage you deal. It's like a heavy weapon that deals no damage. fucking center camera thing almost killed me again. That was way too close, by the way. He also did like a weirdly long spin. When he tried to slam me with his head. Or, not try, he did slam me with his head. Fuck, 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 fuck. I for some reason confused his attack with a different one. With that one. "10 hours. In that case, it won't take another 10 hours. Trust me. I believe in you. Let's do that. There we go. Ah, come on. Believe in me that believes in you. And if you can't do that, believe in the you that believes in me that believes in you. Right? Let's just make it convoluted for the sake of things. Oh, but damn, that was a long fight. It is very sound logic. I think I'm gonna do the Manus fight, but then I'm gonna have to end it for today. I'm gonna do the rest sometimes. I didn't know exactly what I want to do on Wednesday. I think I'm gonna do the second half on Wednesday. But I'm gonna spin for the weapon already. Just so I can... So that part isn't a surprise, let me say it like that. Okay, there we go. But yeah, Manus. The thing with Manus is, when he does the frenzy attack, I can easily get like 2 or 3 hits in. Excuse me? How was that a one-shot? Excuse me? Princess? That was kind of dumb. Anyways, Manus, as I was saying, he should be too much of a problem, but I guess his cronies are. They are a little bit feisty. Little pieces of shit. This time I'm gonna aim for his head. Which, you know, deals more damage. And of course you know how it goes. We're gonna go the cool way. Not the lamer way. Yeah, I deal like double damage to him than I did to Calamite. I never understood why he loses like the lock-on during that attack. Especially I think it only like loses it after he lands. Which makes it even weirder. Headshot. I mean, theoretically, you could just stun him to death. Which would make this fight even easier, I suppose. Yeah, I need some distance, please. Boom, headshot. Which deals 50% more damage, by the way. I think I should actually equip the ring that deals more on crit damage. When I fight minus with bows, but... not many opportunities for that these days. The fuck? God damn it. That was... it wasn't even a bad attempt, it was just me being dumb. Come on, Madness. I know you want to die. Just like all of us. You live in a perpetual cycle of pain and suffering. And I'm gonna relieve you of that. Okay, let's actually try this. Extends bow range, boosts critical attacks. Yeah, let's try that. And see if huh? Okay, I guess there's a death barrier here somewhere. So I managed to activate death cam. That's not good when that happens. I wasn't even aware of that. Good that I didn't die. Because I have a few 100,000 souls down there, after all. Did it just deal less damage? It deals the exact same amount, I guess. So switching this back to lingering is gonna be more beneficial then. Come on. Fuck. Oh. I don't know how, but I didn't get hit there. That was actually super close. Come on, man, as I know you don't want to live anymore. He's pretty good at dodging, though. I'm gonna give him that. Big mistake. Nice. Yeah, that should be it. As long as I don't fuck up too much, of course. I thought he was going to do a frenzy. I was like, oh yeah, I can kill him during the frenzy attack. That would be cool. Sadly, I couldn't. Okay, that was Manus. You're alive. I'm alive. DLC is done. Then I go to Filing Shrine. And then I'm gonna spin for the weapon right now. And then next time, on Wednesday, we're gonna do the rest of this beautiful run. How should I do this? There's the spinner. Which I should, you know, continue to work on one of these days. I don't know what happened, but suddenly like 10 Rumble chats appeared. I'm sorry if I missed those. Seems like the thing broke. Like if you're still here, Adam, I'm very sorry about that. Seems like something didn't work out correctly. Ah, that's strange. I don't know why that happened. Anyways, let's see what's gonna be the weapon next Saturday. Canvas, finally, fucking finally, a talisman. Oh, this is gonna be great. Canvas talisman is the next one. Okay. Fantastic. As I said, modern technology. But anyways, which is what I'm gonna say. Thanks for watching today. I might do a small stream tomorrow of Call of Duty. Monday I'm gonna do Kingsfield. Tuesday I'm gonna do Kingsfield. Wednesday I'm gonna finish this run. And then Thursday I'm gonna do Kingsfield. And Friday I'm gonna do Call of Duty. And then Saturday I'm gonna do the Canvas run. So with that I want to say, thanks for watching today. And I will see you probably tomorrow. Goodbye and ciao.